Hello and welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 2. We are starting on page 87 in our books. Again, the essential question is, what strategies can be used to multiply whole numbers? Today is a hands-on lesson, prime factorization patterns. You may not have a hole punch or a single hole punch at home, so I will be taking video to show you how to do this. Build it. You can make a pattern using paper and a hole punch. By folding the paper, hole punching it, and counting the holes, you can discover a pattern. Fold a piece of paper in half and make one hole punch. Open the paper. So here's my paper. Fold it in half and take my hole punch and make my hole. Okay, and then it says open it. You'll notice now I have two holes. So we have two holes in the paper. Find the prime factorization for the number of holes. Well, it would be 1 times 2, correct? Or just the factor 2. Number 2, fold another piece of paper in half twice. Okay? So we folded it in half and then we folded it in half again. Make one hole punch. So I've already hole punched it once, and then we will unfold. Make a prediction how many holes will be there. Hopefully your prediction said. We get this a little bit higher so we can see a little bit better. 4 holes. So I folded it twice. I only punched one hole, and I ended with 4 holes. So what's the prime factorization? Remember, if we branch off, we're going to do 2 times 2. Makes 4. And then we'll complete the number in the table, complete the table for 1, 2, and 3 folds. So number of folds. 1 fold, 1 hole, my prime factorization is 2. I folded it twice. I'm sorry, this isn't number of holes we punched, but number of holes after we punched. So when we punched it twice, we had 4 holes. So we break that down, 2 times 2. If I fold my paper 3 times, all right, so I fold it in half, fold it in half, fold it in half again, and I punch 1 hole. Let's see, how many number of holes do we have? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 holes when I fold it 3 times. We need to break that down. So normally 8, right, we would have 2 times 4, but 4 is not a prime number, so I need to keep going. Well, we know from the previous one that 4 is 2 times 2. So take a look. What pattern do you think you notice? Thank you for following along in your book and taking notes. So what pattern did we notice between the number of factors in each prime factorization and the number of folds? Well, essentially, I didn't think so. Um, every fold doubled the number of holes, right? We went 2, 4, 8. And then when it comes to the prime factorization, if you look back at your chart, essentially you added a times 2, a multiply by 2, to the prime factorization. Good. Using the pattern you found in step 4, complete the table for 4 and 5 folds. So we are doubling the number of holes, 2, 4, 8. So if I fold it a fourth time, I will have 16 holes. If I double it again, 5 times 5 folds, I will have 32 holes. My prime factorization, right? There's the first one, the second one, the third one, and now I need a new times 2. So I have 4 and then 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So each time the amount of 2's you have that you're multiplying match the number of folds, right? 1 fold, 1 2, 2 folds, 2 2's. And hopefully you also saw the pattern that if I multiply by 2, right, I had to add another one to get to this number, and I had to add that right here. Talk about it. Which prime number did you record in each prime factorization? 2. How many holes will you make if you fold the paper 8 times? So essentially we need that answer here, and then write the prime factorization. Well, we already found the pattern. There's 5 2's for the 5 and 4 2's for the 2. So if I'm doing it 8 times, I need 8 2's. Now notice this isn't going to be 8 times 2, 16, because it's multiplying by 2 8 times. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The answer was 256 holes. A way to do that is to start calculating, right? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, and you continue to double or finish the table. Make sense of problems. How can you check that you have the correct prime factorization? So basically what we were just doing right here, right? Continuing to double it and adding it up, or multiplying it out, I should say, to see that you have 256 by the end.